Hi, my name is Sandra Taylor, and I'm the owner and director of Tiny Toes Academy, a United Way Bright Beginnings Center. United Way Bright Beginnings is a program that looks at lower economic students, and they look at ways that they can assist them, not just academically, but academically, socially, emotionally, and physically, so that they're well prepared to start the school outright. The big difference I feel that United Way Bright Beginnings does is they look at the whole school. They look at everything holistically. They don't just look at the student. They look at the student, they look at the teacher, they look at the family, and they look at the community and the role that that plays in impacting the child.
What I do is my goal is to provide a strength-based approach in working with children and teachers. And the idea is that we support teachers in creating learning experiences for children that they have ownership over. We at Bright Beginnings really truly value the most is social emotional development and cognitive development in children. One of the pieces of that, it's called executive functioning skills, impulse control, self-regulation, and working memory. Those are three things that a child needs to have, that their brains need to work on in order to have a strong foundation, social emotional foundation. And so what the fine arts does, I think is really important is it provides multiple opportunities for children to practice and improve their executive functioning skills. So before COVID, I was able to go to the center and spend lots of time interacting and observing and simply playing with the children. And that was my avenue for coming up with ideas on what we can do in regards to music and dance and fine arts in the classroom. And I would then meet with the teacher and we would both reflect on our observations, and together we would create a music experience, whether it would be writing a song or creating a dance or maybe singing a song that the kids were interested in. Obviously, like with most schools, it's gone to a virtual platform. And when the stay-at-home order happened, a lot of the children were noticing that certain friends weren't at school that were at school all the time. And they had big feelings about it. So what we did was we wrote a song about it. I asked them to tell me about the friends that they missed. Tell me, what do you notice that's different? How does that make you feel? You know, and from that we wrote a song called I Miss You, You're My Favorite. This pandemic that we're in has really put us in a place where we're all, even the children especially, we're experiencing new emotions and we need an avenue to process them. We're able to model for the children how you can use music to process big feelings and make sense of what you're going through.
COVID has definitely had a significant impact on Tiny Toes. Before COVID, we were thriving. We were getting ready to look at having a great end of the year with our students. It did put a quick halt to that. During that time, we had to shut down. We did not take essential workers mostly because of my community. A lot of my parents were not working. So there were a need for us to have the center open. But we did understand that there was a need for food. So what we did is at lunchtime, they did the drive-by. I had some extra food because of the fact that we were closed. So we did have that, and we had drive-by. And when I tell you the gratefulness from the parents, that's what was like so beautiful, that they were driving by because they knew this was going to be the only place that a lot of their kids would have food. So that is something that I am so happy about.
There's so many awesome organizations in Houston that helps children in their own way. But what makes United Way unique, United Way Bright Beginnings, a unique program, is that our approach is strength-based and child-centered. So we build off the strengths of the children and the teachers. And we look for their strengths. We invite them to tell us what they see as their strengths. And our plan for support is built around that.
I have to say that the program has just helped us all, self-preserve and help others, where a lot of other programs will just look at the academics of the system. And it's so much more than that. And it's been a blessing to be part of this program. It fell in our laps at the right time because nobody could have predicted this pandemic. but the way we're able to handle it is what I think is the greatest asset.